Hello, everybody of Facebook world. I am here to hang out with you live on Facebook and behind the scenes on Instagram with Monika Casey. And I can see that your mom and your kid's talking to you. So if you want to go talk to your kid, like go talk to your kid for a second.
I did the.
But it worked. She went.
I know. Well, I said, if somebody calls on mommy's phone, but this was, of course, half an hour ago, I said, you have to let me know because I need my phone back. And then, of course, now she's like, someone's calling. And I'm like, tough shit, get out.
Well,
I don't need it.
I always thought I would master the look that parents give their kid, and then
the fear of God, right? That
Totally.
look at our moms. My mom would do this. She would go.
That's it.
But I think when I do it to my daughter, she just laughs. She thinks it's hilarious.
That's one of the worst things. Like now, so your daughter's 7, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I have a 6-year-old and an 11-year-old. And
Okay.
the 11-year-old is like, I feel like I have no power, but I don't want him to know that because he thinks I'm funny. I'm like, that's because I don't beat you.
Right? Exactly.
My parents would have been like,
it's true. Wait, I mean, you just broke the case wide open. That's why our parents, I would get spanked for sure. And maybe even like publicly spanked sometimes. Like there'd be like spankings and then there'd be the threat of like, I'm going to pull down your pants and spank your bare ass.
And that's awfully embarrassing. And that's something to be terrified of. But I mean,
or the wooden spoon.
Right. The things that I have to threaten are like, oh, that's no dessert tonight.
Yeah.
Or, I'm taking away screen time. Which
we're not buying that Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Like your wonderful life, it's crazy. So I feel powerless basically in this whole thing.
And I tried to explain privilege recently, and it was so awkward for me because I was like, what do they really understand at 7? But they're very smart. Right. But it was just like, how do I explain what the privilege of your life is without sounding like my butthole parents, without it sounding,
It occurred to me before, like to look up, this is terrible, just to get like video on YouTube of like starving children and natural disasters and like how some people actually live and be like, let's look at this instead of somebody playing games on YouTube. Let's look at this and see, and like maybe you could see that we have it pretty damn good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
Traumatizing.
Who knows?
Our parents did not worry about whether we were traumatized or not.
No. I think it was pretty much to be seen and not heard, and that was it.
So I didn't tell everyone who you are if they don't already know. Who are you?
Hello.
She's in California. She's an actress. She's a comedian, stand-up comedian, writes sketches, and she does co-hosting on the Jeff Lewis Show on Sirius XM. Tell me a little bit about that job. How'd you get that job?
Well, it was total nepotism. Of course, I hired Jeff Lewis to redesign my house when I was married.
Wow.
And we stayed friends ever since. And obviously I was a fan of his show, Flipping Out on Bravo. And we had such a good time doing it. We've stayed friends. And then when he started doing the radio gig, he's like, you should come on. And then it just kind of happened more and more. And so now, I'm part of his gang of chumps. And it's pretty fun. And his show, it's like pop culture. It's the show about nothing. It's like his show Flipping Out, but on the radio. And it's a good time. And you just kind of feel like you're having brunch with your friends. And, it's not great if kids are in the car, but if you're alone, it's very entertaining.
We have Sirius XM in our car and I love it. But mostly because we listen to Kids Place Live. Do you listen to that station?
Oh, God, I don't know about that. Maybe I shouldn't.
So actually it's really good. So the kids station that is good. It like plays music that we like. And
that's a probe.
Yeah. And like even some things like it plays like 90s grunge that we know from growing up.
That's cool.
It's like new, but it also has kids music, but it just has great like hosts that are really funny. And so I actually like it. And once my kids discover that, anytime we're in the car, that's the station they want to listen to. And when they're not in the car, I just want silence.
Yes. I know. It's weird. I've just started listening to podcasts during the pandemic and driving and doing things. And I just thought, wow, I'm officially old, because normally I would just want to jam out. And now I'm listening to podcasts every
What's your
day.
favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which podcast do you like?
I love Smartless with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and oh my gosh, Just Jack White, Sean Hayes. And then I also love Just Ask Tig with Tig Notaro. So good. So, and then of course all the crime ones. But I think my favorite is Literally with Rob Lowe.
Oh my God. He is so funny. He's on the TikTok now too. We have some comments here from Lynn. Hi, Lynn. And the Mother Struggle is watching. You guys, do you have favorite podcasts? Tell us in the comments. We need podcasts to listen to. Yeah, I do all the crime things, but I'm always coming to them way like a year after everyone else.
Oh yeah, me too. I think the first one I listened to was The Root of Evil, which is so good, but I think it was like way late in the game.
Yeah. The first one I listened to was Serial. And every like 6 months I Google what happened, like what's going on with Adnan Syed, and I don't know, I think he's still in prison. But and Natasha says she's true crime obsessed.
Natasha, yes, girl.
It's like if you need people to solve crimes, get yourself some moms, because
totally
you can tell when people are lying. We're ourselves and we listen to true crime.
Totally.
Yeah,
it's true.
Totally. The Mother Struggle says she listens to The Darkest Hour by Bailey.
Okay, I'm going to have to write that down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now
always looking for.
I know a lot of people that wear their AirPods around the house, and when they're like home with their family and they're cooking dinner, they listen to podcasts and stuff. I cannot get that to work. Have you tried that?
Oh, AirPods in my ear?
Well, no, I can make AirPods.
Listen while you're around the house.
Like when other humans are here.
No.
Eating things.
No, there's no way. Also, I wouldn't be able to concentrate, or you'd get maybe 2 minutes into it and then somebody needs something. Yeah. Right.
And it's so distracting. And then you have to like go back and
Yeah.
So I wish I could have that skill, but I don't.
I also can't do it on an airplane. There's something about being stuck looking at a wall the whole time. I need the car to be moving or something. I can't listen to audiobooks or podcasts on an airplane. It's so weird. I don't know.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I used to try to run, and I had a rule, like I made myself, I could only listen to the podcast when I was running to like motivate me to run and want to hear more. But after, I gave that up because running.
You gave it up.
Yeah, I gave up the running.
And the running.
That doesn't seem natural at all.
Who needs that?
Yeah. Lynn is saying, what's the best podcast app? I don't know. I just use iTunes.
I just go to Apple. Yeah, the little
microphone. And this is actually a podcast. This MomCave Live.
MomCave podcast.
Yep, it's called MomCave Live. It's on iTunes, and it takes me a little while because I'm a mom, and I will like put this on iTunes in a couple of days.
Sure.
So I just realized we're in a podcast talking about podcasts.
Amazing. It's the Matrix.
It's weird. Like, that reminds me of something crazy I saw on TikTok. There's a man who makes this great argument. I don't believe it, of course, but that AI is like the apocalypse, like the Christian book of Revelation. He thinks it's AI. So the Antichrist is AI, and I got sucked into that one night. So then I saw now the algorithm.
So
crazy.
And the AI apocalypse and the dewormings have now taken over your TikTok.
Right. So TikTok thinks I am just a mess.
They're like, this lady is in it to go down the vortex of Garbaggio.
Like, I want to see weird things. Bring them on.
I love it. Mine's boring. It's just like people doing dance videos.
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of dance videos, but no.
Yeah, which I've never attempted. I don't know. It would probably take me a week to do a 30-second something.
I saw a really cute one. Barbara Corcoran, she's on Shark Tank now. She did a TikTok trying to do one of the dances, and it was so cute because, she basically was like, I'm old, I can't figure this out, and gave up.
I love it.
It was very cute. Oh, and I saw Brooke Shields do one.
Oh.
Crazy.
Hmm.
I don't know. So Lynn says she's an Android user. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. They've
No.
got to have a just Google
Yeah, someone else
podcast.
watching. Tell Lynn. Tell Lynn what to use on an Android. I
Someone
don't know.
help her.
Help Lynn. Yeah. So are you working on any big projects right now?
I did just shoot a movie for Amazon,
Oh.
but I don't know anything or whatever I can say about
Mm-hmm.
yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm working on a scripted show about, my journey, life after divorce, and again, how it takes forever to get anything done in this town, but
Yeah.
working on that. And then as like a side gig during, the Rona, I've sort of just started help organizing for people, and that's been really fun. And
Well, what kind of organizing? Like their lives, their
people's,
homes?
well, that, yeah, it's
Well,
all hand in hand. It's all related. People's kitchens and bathrooms and pantries, and I've done like Zooms just like this, where
Wow.
I tell people to break out the garbage bags, and then I just sort of like nicely shame them into, letting go of things and, just getting their lives a little bit more streamlined. I don't know.
Oh, that's really
And
interesting.
it happened because of Jeff. He just asked me to come over and do his house one day, and I was like,
Really?
okay. And then he's just sort of pimped me out to everybody since then.
You've got to do a house tour and show everyone your organization someday.
I know. I mean, I
That would
had to
be
get
cool.
back on it because I organized everything during lockdown. But
Yep.
then, 9 months later, your drawers, everything's full again. That's where like the spring cleaning, phrase came from. You have to just like once, twice a year, preferably go through. I just did my daughter's room and all of that. And that was like 9 bags to the Goodwill.
Did you do it while she was there?
Yes, but the
Oh,
trick is
I gotta tell you.
doing it with somebody else. So my friend Natasha was there with us, and she sort of worked with her, and I was just the garbage bag Sherpa.
Okay.
So as soon as something went in, I was out the door. Like no letting it sit there for tomorrow to revisit.
No.
Yeah,
I am the bad mom, at least with my youngest. She's not at that point where she can even comprehend letting go of a McDonald's toy or something. So like she's not home, then I go through the room and once in a while I've forgotten to take that bag right out or put it in the garbage, and she finds the thing, and then I'm like,
busted.
Bad mom, totally busted.
Busted.
Totally busted because I threw away the McDonald's toy.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember that's, I think my mom got away with that until I was about 12. Okay. And then I came home one day and it was like she'd given away the cat, and I'm like, okay, now I'm noticing.
I gave away live things.
You gave away my cat.
Yeah, not live things.
Yeah.
No. Oh, well, yeah, the kids' rooms are really hard to organize. I had to organize my house because during COVID, my husband is a musician. He tours.
Okay.
And he wasn't touring during COVID. So his band, was staying home. They recorded online and stuff, but he wasn't working, and we needed some way to replace that income. So we started renting our house out.
Oh,
nice. We have a cool house. It's a modern house. It's on 40 acres, and it's in a kind of resort area.
Cool.
I know, it's crazy. I never thought I would move to the country, but we're in this sort of resorty area people go to for the weekends and stuff. So we started leaving our house and going to stay with my in-laws or camping, or just, going somewhere for the weekend and renting our house. But to make your house into an Airbnb and like depersonalize it,
right,
has really made me have to be really, really strict about these things. And like, we can't have more than we can fit in, in the toy closet to put away. Yeah, you have to get really strict. Natasha's watching. She says, take no shit and always let them know you're happy to throw it all away if they're too tired to do their stuff. Okay, that's a tactic.
I like that. Yep.
You know what? Another tactic that works for my older kid, when I told him he could have a yard sale and sell some of his toys.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did it, and he actually made like $30 or something in a few hours. He now wants to do it all the time.
Right. He's like, let's just sell everything. You don't need this, Mom. Yeah.
which is great because then get rid of the stuff.
It's
So
true.
motivating.
You got a taste of that sweet, sweet money.
Yeah. It's always about the financial motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So I jump around a lot in conversation because that's how I am. So jumping back a second to the show about your post-divorce life, is that fictitious? Is it biographical? Is it a reality show? Is it a comedy?
It's like all of it in one. Comedy, fiction, but of course always some reality thrown in there. Yeah, exactly. I like to think of it as Schitt's Creek meets Dead to Me. You know, it's just a really fun gal pal situation, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I saw something else you made online that was really funny. I saw your MOM.
Oh, Mom. Oh my gosh. So I wrote that with a friend when we were both breastfeeding, and I'm grabbing my outlet because, of course, my computer's about to die. We were breastfeeding and we wanted to create because we were both stuck at home, and she knew how to play the guitar. And I said, I have this really funny idea. Like, what if we did a sketch about moms that wanted to did like a pyramid scheme selling their breast milk? And so from there, we met, you know, a couple of times, and then we got all of our friends together, as you do when you're, you know, a mom and shooting things on a budget. And we shot it in, I want to say, one day, and it was so much fun.
It's really funny. My favorite part is where there's like a drone. A drone will come pick up your breast milk.
Yes, we called it the Mamazon drone, and I feel like, you know, this was like 7 years ago. I mean, Amazon was a thing, but it wasn't. But I think it was even before they made the joke about the Amazon drones.
Yeah, you were like a visionary, and Amazon should pay you.
Moms coming together.
Totally. I made a bunch of videos in the beginning of this whole journey called Double Leche, and they were about funny moments in breastfeeding. That was fun. There's so much comedy around breastfeeding.
Right? Because it's such a taboo for some people. And I mean, I think it's funny. I was always like, before I had a kid, like, ew, breastfeeding, I'm not going to do it. And then, of course, I did. And it ended up going way longer than I had anticipated. Because once it's hard to stop, you know, or you get scared. You're like, it's going to hurt. My boobs are going to fall off. So, yeah.
It takes my youngest. If I would have not stopped her, she'd still be breastfeeding, and she started first grade yesterday. So yeah, we had to like come to a point with her, and we planned this whole thing. We said, on a certain day, we're gonna have the farewell to Milky party, because that's
nice. Did she call it? That's what you called it, Milky.
So we were like, it's gonna be a farewell to Milky party, and we got her like a feather boa and a tiara. And we had a cake, and we said farewell to Milky.
That is awesome.
It was. It kind of worked. Like, she then knew after that it's not something she should do, and she would still, like, if she was sick or something, she'd still try. But it wasn't like an everyday thing. My daughter
my daughter called it Boo Boo. And when she was little, like, if I hadn't been around her for a few hours and she would come, she'd go, Boo Boo. And then, but every now and again, she'll hug me and she'll go, I smell milk. And I'm like, ew. Like, lady, you drank it all. There's no more than so now I think my smell to her is milk.
Yeah. So. I mean, and it's funny, but it's also adorable and wonderful. And that's like comfort. Now, my mom didn't breastfeed me because it was the 70s and she didn't do that. But like, now that you say smell, like, I can right now bring up my mom's smell. I know my mom's smell.
Interesting.
You know, like, and it's just like, if my mom was right here and I was hugging her, this is because
she has a specific smell.
Yeah, and like, you have such a physical connection if you have a good mother-child relationship.
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s and I know my mother's smell. That's weird, but good.
That is, yeah. I think my mom said she gave me 6 months of the boob, but I don't think we have the same bond that you two do.
You can't smell. You can't smell your mom when she's.
She doesn't have a smell. I'm not attached.
Well, I hope that if our kids think we smell, it's like a good smell.
I think so, for sure. I mean, yeah, they love us. We're perfect.
We're perfect, and that's
We're perfect.
Great note to end on. That we're perfectly not perfect.
Yep.
I could talk to you much, much longer, but we have lives to lead, and you've got a kid that is being so good, and mine have to go to bed. So I'm going to share this on all the places, and I'm so happy to introduce you to my mom cavers because you're so funny. So
Thank you.
thank you for being here.
It was great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll talk again. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.